Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Balls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to get the corner. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Humphries. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Motion from the offense. Still looking. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Nice move to keep moving. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Second down coming up. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's dealt. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll pull it on the read. Dances away from 1. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Handoff from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. They're working on 2nd and 5 from the 25. On the run, it's Sampson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Fast motion from the offense. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. Open space at the 25. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down after they catch, but even still, head coach now has a decision to make. On 4th down, is he kicking a long field goal? Is he going for it? It's decision time.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It is good! And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Runs through a tackle. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. The Vols are in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Volunteers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive.
Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They move the tight end all over. Looking for space. It's Sampson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Running it back, it's Tuggle. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. 1st down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Bell. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Escapes trouble. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Georgia 20, Tennessee 0.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He'll do it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now. And like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness. And just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw on second down. Makes the catch. It's Bell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27, Tennessee, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Using his legs, it's Sampson. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score. Georgia, 27, Tennessee, 13.
After loading up a three-spot the kickoff unit, set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give from the gun. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bulldogs are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're gonna bring out the chains to measure this one. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's White. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Vols will hustle to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Movement here from the tight end. The inside handoff. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Vols have pushed it inside the 20. Going up top on first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The give as they work on that clock. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. They'll try the run. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other, against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.